Hi, I can't talk today. Hi, YouTube peoples of the interwebs, something like that. How you doing? It's been a while since I've kind of done one of these things, and I think that I should because I should. um, yeah. So there's a few things that we need to kind of spruce up here. So I'm kind of hoping that it's a little bit better. So let's do that real quick. It doesn't really look like that much of an upgrade, unfortunately, but took, I switched I was using the built-in camera for that first part, and so I switched over to this other one that I've had for a while, and also I changed my mic. So I went from this one here, which unfortunately kind of got busted on the move back here, and kind of upgraded to the blue. So hopefully, if I don't break it putting it down, uh, it'll sound better and whatnot. Yay! That's the big news, is that I finally invested into a capture device. Woohoo! I'm only 5 to 10 years way too late in that, but that's okay. This was back when I was still in Japan, I thought personally, I don't mind it so much. People that have cameras point at the TV screen, I understand that it doesn't look the greatest at all times, but you make do with what you got. And that was what I had at the time. And well, what really, not only just kind of prepping everything to move back, but also something happened about midway through 2013 that I just bought a new camera that I was using to record footage for Sora no Kiseki the Third, which sometime or later I'll get around to making that video. And also Zero no Kiseki, but that's beside this point. So I was recording that stuff, and during this time, this was in August-ish, July, August, I had this, I was excited, I was using it for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden, the Coast Guard where I was teaching, the Japanese Coast Guard where I was teaching at, they knew that I was leaving, and also because they liked me as well as the other teacher there, they wanted to have like a farewell dinner kind of thing. So, we did that. I brought my camera along so we could take pictures, and so we went, and boss was there, and we had a good time, drinking, eating, talking, that sort of thing. And so the boss left, and the rest of us, the Coast Guard, it's generally guys there. When I was there weren't any ladies that were, or women that were working there, but the guys, the other teacher and myself, they didn't drag us because we were kind of like, okay, whatever. There was a secondary, like a party after party kind of thing, and so they took us to, not necessarily like a cabaret, but like a nightclub where women would sing with you, with like karaoke kind of stuff, which was fine by all measures, except for I lost my camera there. I wasn't like I was doing anything horrid or anything, but it slipped out of my pocket or something, which was probably better, or if it did, whatever, I lost it. One of the fine ladies there got to keep the camera. Good for them. I hope they enjoy it. But so after getting burned on that, I really was just like, well, fuck. It's just kind of like whatever. So I wasn't until just recently that I've had it for a little while, but I wanted to make videos again, and I thought that it would be appropriate to get a capture device this time and not just here's a camera, sticking it up, and yeah. So that is the elongated story of why I'm so damn late to the party. Yeah. The other thing is that I am still continuing the sibling rivalry series. That's still going on. So the thing is that my brother has had just a fairly busy patch. He moved and back in. He's taken more classes. I don't think he's taking more classes, but I mean he's moved, so he's taking classes there that are. He's getting used to everything and stuff. So he's adjusting. I think he's adjusted fully by now. It's been a couple months, but. So that last video I put out in February, for those who have seen it, if you haven't, check it out. If you care to, that'd be cool. Give feedback, really appreciate it. But that last one, the episode 3 thing, that was recorded back in November, and I finally got it out in February. And part of it was idleness on my part. Part of it was idleness on me, because I was just like, Another part was it's a bit of a hassle to do what I have to do to edit the video, because of I don't own an iPhone, but I totally gank one. I borrow one from younger siblings because I'm here where I'm at. So I borrow one from them to record some of these things because I don't have some sort of super camera to, but anywho, I have to use that, but I have to edit the video on an actual Mac, and I don't have a Mac, so I have to transfer. It's a bit of a hassle, but it was still a lot of laziness on me. I mean, look at me. If that doesn't show you how lazy I am when it comes to some things like shaving, then yeah. But it's still going on. Hopefully I can get in contact with them. Well, I can get in contact. Hopefully when I get in contact with them about things, we can start getting more of those recorded and up on the interwebs. So yeah. The last thing is, I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail about it because I've already bored you to death with what I've got so far. Or at least I hope I didn't bore you to death. I hope you're like, oh, hey, it's Taylor. How you doing? I'm doing fine, kind of thing. But anywho, part of what's been, because I say laziness about the whole editing the sibling rivalries thing, but it's really, I'm doing a lot of other things, and one in particular, I may have mentioned it, I may have not, I don't recall, but that is, I'm working on an RPG. Don't know when it's going to come out. Working on an alpha right now so people can test it and be like, hey, this is terrible, or hey, this is cool, or hey, this is that's not bad. But yeah, I'm working on that, so hopefully I can give certain other updates and whatnot. I don't want to do too much to be like but we've been working on it for a little while and getting things into motion so that we can release an alpha and people test it, give us feedback on the alpha, and then we can make the full game. And I have it over to the side, but I have 3 notepads here that are filled with all sorts of story, side story stuff. I literally have over, I don't know why, I actually have over I want to say I have close to 150 pages of typed side story and story stuff. I got a lot in there. And not only that, but because it's an RPG and I don't want it to be I don't want it to be lifeless. I've made backstory for a bunch of things. I've done all this other thing. I have this little, even though I've already typed it out, but I have this name index notebook that I'm using so that I can write little bios about really important people in the towns and stuff, so that people who are helping make the game can reference it, and it gets made a lot simpler instead of just having the guard that just says welcome to yada yada. I want for this game that I'm working on that I feel that a lot of games and game stories, not even just RPGs, but just a lot of game stories in general, is that the world exists solely for the characters and not that the characters live inside this world. So hopefully I'll be able to make more, like, talk more about that and stuff as things go along. If anybody's interested, let me know. You know, I can hopefully talk about different things and whatnot, and maybe if I get the okay from other people that I'm working with to show some stuff, I'll show some stuff, or, you know, at least I can be like, hey, the alpha's out, kind of thing. So that is it, my good people. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure, but now that I have this capture device, I can actually get stuff done, and I don't have to be like super quiet. Shut up, everybody, shut up. Thankfully, that is not the case any longer. I can just capture everything and be like, hey, it's so easy. At least I hope so. But editing will be something that I'll actually have to start doing, because I don't do too horribly much of it, and I'm kind of lazy, as you've seen with the sibling rivalries thing. So that is it for now. I really hope you guys listen to all of it and will say, hey, welcome back. Or you don't have to say, well, welcome back. I mean, I've been putting up stuff. You can just say, bug off, Taylor. Nobody cares. I hope you don't say that, because that'd hurt my feelings. That'd be... anywho, yeah, so thanks for watching, listening, and hopefully, if you're making a sandwich, make a good sandwich, and hopefully it's very tasty. But that's really about it. Thank you for watching, as I totally drag this out farther than I should have. Whatever. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.